Hello. Welcome back to Sonic Unleashed. Thanks to the power of Xbox Quick Resume, I know exactly where I am at all time. I'm exactly where we left off. Is that not thrilling? Are you not excited? Are you not entertained? It is I, Sonic T. Hedgehog, Slayer of Man. Ooh, metal. You don't seem to be going fast. That's because I'm playing the Werehog. I'm a horrible monster. Thanks to the power of Xbox Quick Resume, I'm exactly where I rage quit last time. Wow, thanks to Fantastipotamus for subscribing to the channel for 10 months. Thanks to you, I can continue to fund poor life choices made at 11 p.m. at night, like playing Sonic Unleashed. I bought some things on the Steam sale, despite saying I wouldn't. Isn't that great? I also watched an episode from the new season of Mr. Science Theater. A early 90s Doctor Strange ripoff. You bought like 6 games and all you're playing is Encased? I mean, Encased is alright. I need to play more than literally staring at character creation and going, I should play more of this. What if you hanged your brand to... What if I changed my brand to be the guy who plays Fire Emblem instead? Yeah, but then I would have to play Fire Emblem on stream and people would critique my strategy. And people will be like, why are you bad at this? I could do so much better. Yeah, sure, I would be having fun. I'm filled with the anger. I'm werehogging it. That's what they say. People... Yeah... But I can't stop. I've already played this game for so long. I'm Sonic the Stretch Hog, is that something? Oh, listen, if you need to... Ladies, if you need a man who needs a stretch hog, there's some surgeries you can... I have to finish this. Remember when Master Chief was like, I'm gonna give the Covenant back their bomb? This is like that. Except instead of giving the Covenant back their bomb, I'm giving Sonic Team... I'm giving Sonic Team back their bomb. You know what I'm saying? Because this game... Whoosh. It's a real bomb, am I right, homies? Oh. Oh no. I'm dying. Sonic is killing me. No, Sonic is making me stronger. If I can beat Sonic, I can beat anything. Cancer. Unemployment. Arcade Pit this Sunday. Because, by the way, we're doing Arcade Pit again this Sunday. Sunday. Alright, I don't know where the fourth thing is. But it'll be fine. Ding dong. I bring death. Rage of the gods flows through you, Kratos. Help. Help, there's a bush in the way. What? Am I right, homies? That's a little something for all the JoJo heads out there, am I right? Is it over? Did I win? Hello? Oh. I see. It had to spawn the last magician. I hate this. Oh. How many more wizards are there? Help. Have I just soft-locked the game? Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm dead and this is purgatory? That would explain a lot, admittedly. Alright, is there a stone? You gotta find the blue stone. Sonic Leashed is a different thing. You have to... I think you gotta...
Are you going fast, son?
No! Help. Help, I'm trapped in purgatory.
You deserve it.
What other good games could I be playing right now? I mean, the last time someone said that, I played the first level of Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
You play Soul Reaver.
Yeah, but then I'd have to relearn that game. And I'd have to remember where I was in that stupid temple.
You're near the end. Of that temple.
Of that temple.
A third of the way through that game.
Yeah.
And that's by far the hardest part of it.
Well, maybe that'll happen at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot. You want to hear Tony J?
Yeah, I do.
Say some cool shit.
I want to hear Tony J go, Raziero.
Razzie.
And him be like, Cain, I shall slay you.
Oh, dude, there's some really great speeches in that game you have not...
Yeah, I would love to hear the time-traveling vampires do soliloquy.
The back and forth between Razzie and Cain at the end of that game is so fucking good.
It's just...
You need to hear it.
Just pristine, primo shit.
I should get back to the second one at some point.
Yeah. And then people seem kind of on Defiance.
I mean, I need to see it still.
Oh, I found it. I found the last stone.
It was in his gallbladder the entire time.
If only.
Is it me, or when you're walking around with that thing, holding that thing above your head, does it look like they sped up an animation by like 3 times?
Oh, that's because I was sprinting while carrying it.
It looked bad.
So that's why the fast walk looked like that. I love video
Trying to
games.
play some Vermintide earlier. And, I got locked early. Boy, I have no tolerance for bad people in Vermintide.
You've just reached the point where playing Vermintide with people who are bad at that game is an affront.
It's fine if it's a listen, Legend. If it's not good, don't play on Legend. That's all I'm saying.
If you ain't here to party, don't come to the dance.
If you can't push, block, counter, hit, I don't want to know you. Metroid Prime 2 is good.
Metroid Prime 2
Probably the worst of the trilogy, but
fine.
it's good.
I'll be honest, the only one I played a significant amount of was 1. I don't think I've ever played 3.
Oh, 3 is so good. 3 is also a shockingly good game because that game is good despite it being Wii boat shooting.
I love the Wii remote.
game with no motion controls.
I have played a Metroid.
Oh, that's right. You don't like those type of games. Huh?
I'm just not a huge Metroidvania person. Like, I really liked Bloodstained. I think Symphony of the Night's real good. I thought Metroid Dread was really good.
Have you played Fusion?
Nope.
That game's great. That's a game I played so obsessively on my GB. I eventually managed to, without looking up anything on the internet, get the 100% in under 2 hour, like, perfect ending thing. I want to say I was actually, at some point after I got it, I started looking at speedruns for it. It was one of the first thing I'd ever learned about where speedruns were concerned. I want to say I was getting pretty close to at the time, the world record.
Ooh. I have never finished Super Metroid. That is true.
You're fine. They're better Metroids. Like Fusion. And honestly, I'd take Zero Mission over Super.
I could be playing Severed. I don't want to play Severed.
That's the,
That's the weird procedurally generated one, right?
That's not what I want to hear.
Chasm. One of my favorite idiot video game, like, ideas is the entire concept behind Chasm of, let's take this style of game which greatly benefits from having, you know, bespoke, handcrafted environments.
Oh, right.
And procedurally generate it.
Yeah, that sounds like trash.
Yeah, weirdly enough, did not review very well.
Yeah, no.
Which is why I want to play it.
There's a lot of Proc Gen stuff that, like, boy, this. Remember Flint Hook?
I do.
That game would have been so good if it was actually just. Or, I mean, I guess it could have.
Making content is hard.
Yeah. Turns out coming up with a premise for a game that's good and then just saying, I don't know, but what if Proc Gen, it doesn't make it a good game? It's hard to do that well. Even the people that do it well usually have problems, like, I just forget, Subset?
Yeah.
FTL's a great game, but, like, boy, there's some problems there.
Yeah, at this point, playing FTL with Gino fairly recently for those streams just reminded me there's just some bullshit in FTL that makes me so mad.
Yeah, I tried going back to it and I was like, oh, for some reason now this is Advanced Edition. It wiped out my save data, so I don't have the other ships.
Oh no.
And, yeah, no, and like original
it lost your save somehow?
It's not good. I had almost everything in that game.
Because, yeah, I still had all of my stuff when Advanced Edition came out. I had the Crystal Cruiser B and everything.
Oh, that's so hard to get.
Yeah, it is.
And then doing the quest. Yeah, I had that too. I think I had almost every variant as well. I was only missing a couple.
I'm over here talking about good games. I play good games. He said, playing Sonic.
I was upwards of like 50.
actually backed FTL on Kickstarter.
FTL is one of those games where eventually you get to that point, like in all roguelikes, and that's why I eventually stopped playing them, where you just start resetting when not getting what you want in the first 5 minutes.
When you're, let's say, playing Stealth Ship B, and you come across a meteor storm, and it's like, well, I'm fucked.
There was a period of time when I was playing Binding of Isaac.
You have my condolences.
Oh, I love Binding of Isaac, but there's some challenges in that game, specifically around a character called the Lost, which can't take damage ever, where if I didn't get what I wanted from the very first treasure room, I would just restart. So I'd sometimes be restarting within the first, like, 15 seconds of play.
I got an A rank. It only took me 43 minutes.
A for amorous. Like all Sonic fans.
A for amoral, am I right, homies? I got a vertical werehammer.
I just got to vertical. What is that?
Damn, girl, let me give you the vertical werehammer.
Don't look that up on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Wild World werehammer.
It contains some fairly abusive behavior.
Hurricane combo.
You know, we really need to go back to SWAT at some point.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I'm ever actually going to
Fanta, do you want to do SWAT this weekend? Oh, wait, no. Fanta is being subjected to Evangelion this weekend.
Oh, jeez.
For the first time. He knows nothing about it. And it's just going to be him going, I do not understand. Why does the boy not get in the robot? That's my Fanta impression. You're welcome.
It's not a great one.
No, it's bad. Wait, he does not get into the robot? I was told this was about a boy getting in a robot. I'm an accountant. My best friend is an insurance adjuster from Arizona. Alright, time for Dark Guardian.
Thought it was a mech show. No. Kind of, but no.
Don't tell him a single thing.
Yeah, I was considering telling him broadly what the show was, like, from a very, very big angle, and I decided not to.
Because I was gonna be like, okay, listen, if you really want to understand the true magic of Evangelion.
What is this boss?
What?
I'm sorry, I just got to the boss introductory cinematic. What am I looking? Is this a Dungeon Defenders character?
Have I ever spoken about how much I don't like Dungeon Defenders?
I thought I was gonna like it because I just gotten off of it was an Ultimate Die 1 kick.
What if you took the boxes over to the blue?
Shut the fuck up, Chip!
Oh wow, they didn't give you any period of time to figure that out on your own, huh?
Like it's working.
Ah, it looks like it's working, Sonic. I'm a little piss baby.
Now, Fanta, if you want a mech show...
Pat labor.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say.
Mobile police pat labor.
Except at some point the movie's good. First movie, good time.
The second movie is about the JSDF.
Which one is the one where like it's not even about the same characters anymore? Is that the third?
Looks like those annoying nightmares stayed gone for a
Yes,
while
watch
if you
it.
clear them out.
You don't have to. You're your own man.
I mean, listen, if you want to have, like, if the world needs one thing, it's more takes about Evangelion, the most taked upon anime in all of human history.
What's the worst anime take?
Uh,
I can tell you what it is. It's people just bringing up, like, the religious overtones. Like,
oh yeah, and
something,
just being like, no, you idiot. The reason they explode into crosses is because it looks cool.
I think
Fanta, you have control over your life.
you have agency.
You could be playing SWAT with us this weekend, but instead...
You have a life bar in this game?
Werehog does.
What? Oh, this seems like a bad boss fight.
What?
But yeah, I think the worst part of any Ava discussion is just people.
Yeah, just
effectively
people.
treating
Yeah.
that show like is anime. I mean, that's the answer to every anime conversation. Is the answer to the worst part? Is people just treating that book like it's or that show like it's the book they first did in like AP Lit or something.
I mean,
Let's talk about allegory.
he wants to fuck his mom. Get it?
Yeah.
I don't... Like, at some point, you just have to, like, dig in, like... See, or you can go full lunatic, like I do, and just start talking about the biographical elements of Ava and how closely that entire series is tied.
Yeah, if you're playing Legacy of Kain and Soul Reaver, you could just like move those blocks or like to the side as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I could Soul Reave these blocks.
It's definitely working, Sonic. Keep going.
Definitely working, Sonic! I pooped my pants!
but it's this voice. Oh my god! Yeah, it is. It's like an astral version of that Dota character whose name I blessedly forgot.
Axe.
No, he's the weird bull man, spectral bull man.
I'm nodding my head, and,
He's a good character. He can charge people from across the map and goes.
listen. Here's all of my favorite Dota characters. I like the one... I like the part where they're all just characters from Warcraft 3 that they've had to then
Dude,
do,
I still
like...
think of I still think of Disruptor as being Thrall. I still think of
Yeah.
oh man, I can't tell you how happy I am that I've begun to forget.
I never forget. As a result, I am trapped and haunted.
I think what really did it is that there are characters. I'm looking at the list of heroes now. There's a Monkey Man apparently now.
Oh yeah,
At some
yeah.
point they made a Monkey King.
At some point, they actually added characters who could do things that were not limited by the Warcraft 3 engine.
This is a character from the Dota anime. That's in the game now.
Yeah, they added characters from the Dota anime to the video game.
She's the mute girl, sure.
Almost there, Sonic.
Spirit
Do I have to
Breaker.
do this one more time?
Oh, that's the subverted game design right there. That's
You're defying Miyamoto's rule of threes.
yeah. How could Artifact fail with such a rich backstory? Doesn't everybody like to hear about how Pudge just eats corpses on a field full of corpses forever?
Did you
his
watch
story.
the Dota anime?
I watched the first season of it. It's a good time. I think they finished it. There's 3.
Fanta watched the Dota anime.
Hey, dude, Tony Todd plays the Dragon Knight. Or I think
Sure.
it's Tony Todd and Yuri Lowenthal.
Sure, don't get me wrong. Love me some Tony Todd. Yuri, I respect that he is getting work. He is a man who is...
It's a good time. Honestly, like I want to go back and finish Arcane at some point, and that seems like it was good, and they were trying to do a lot more with it. But like the Dota show, it's just like some high-ass fantasy. That's it. It's just high fantasy, high fantasy. It's a good time.
I did it. How could Artifact fail to have taken off with such a rich IP?
I just said that.
Can
Was this boss just a Sonic OC?
Aren't they all?
I mean, yes, because that's. I like that he just like mopes off to the left.
Alright, we did it. One more thing. Where's Bo? Where'd Bo go?
Still with your parents? Or with your dad, I guess.
My dad had to go back to work today. So, and my brother just went to work, so it's just me and the dog. Yay! I think I only have.
Games left.
Well, the achievement says almost there, so I'm gonna say.
This is a very dumb thing, but there is an achievement in Dark Tide called Not Even Close. And you know that when you go shift tab,
Yeah.
and you bring up the overlay, one of the achievement it says I'm so close to.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It's a dumb thing. I enjoy it.
But yeah, the way Dota lore is basically reverse engineered Warcraft 3 mod.
I mean, it's more than that, dude. They literally... Fucking Lena Inverse was a character of that.
Yeah, yeah.
She's still called Lena.
Yeah, yeah. Should I watch Slayers?
Yeah, at some point I think they made a newer one. Original Slayers has like strong, like, pre Turn of the Millennium artwork.
Oh yeah,
it's just a good time.
It is peak 90s. I know that much. Oh, I might just have to go see Professor Pickle.
Oh, did they not even show you the? I'm like looking at the Dota Hero stuff now. I don't even think they even show you like that throwaway paragraph they used to have for lore. I think they might have just dumped it.
Feeling good.
See, League of Legends lore is fun because at some point they started taking it seriously. And so they had to rewrite a bunch of character backstories.
Yeah, there's guns in that game, like modern guns. It's not like old-fashioned like.
Well,
steel.
yeah, one of the characters literally has a rocket launcher.
Well, yeah, I know, but like the Valorant is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people are like there with like SMG and stuff.
But yeah, I'm unfortunately I don't know the current state of the League of Legends.
Oh no. Like I said, I watched that first episode of Arcane. It seems very good.
It's not bad. It's almost like if you have infinite money, you can create something that looks really good.
You could be playing Cuphead.
Cuphead's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Although, here's a fun thing, is, Gino was messaging me about starting to play Mega Man games so he can practice for Arcade Pit.
Those are definitely not going to show up now that you've practiced with them.
Why am I in the world of everyone's favorite disposable action-adventure game by a European company, Ankh? That's a good question.
Yeah, these people do look bad.
Yeah, no, they're weird. Like, I almost prefer when Sonic was interacting with normal humans.
What if he didn't interact with people? Remember how in Sleeping Dogs there's an entire thing with Emma Stone that doesn't go anywhere at all?
That's right.
There's just like these date sequences that are completely pointless.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would... I'm giving Professor Pickle all of these...
So I've played apparently 7 hours of Lost Planet 3.
You have my condolences.
That game, I think in both a lot of good ways and a lot of bad ways, just feels like a 360 game out of time and place. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Capcom's beloved.
Oh, I like that first Lost Planet a lot. This weird, like, arcadey action game. I played through it a bunch.
The way... and then Lost Planet 2 was like a Monster Hunter style shooter.
It was a bad single-player game. But
yeah, no, it
was fun.
doesn't seem like a game you should play alone.
I like how they just... Apparently they could never decide on what that series should be, so every single game is dramatically different from the next.
I'm happy you know Ankh enough to understand. That's because I'm friends with you, Fanta. I'm here to talk. I'm here to Ankh, and I'm all out of Ankh.
It's in a no, read full history of Lean Inverse. Yep, they still have it in here. It's not emphasized. It is a dark gray, tiny line of dialogue. Tell me, Dota, here you want to know the riveting story too.
Tell me about how they had to change Skeleton King to Wraith King.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's
because Blizzard was getting pissy that the concept of a king who is a skeleton was being reused by someone who wasn't them.
For untold years, King Austerion built a kingdom from the remains of his enemies.
I hate everything.
Successors are undone to pass the long eternities of a monarchy that seemed fated never to end. He believed that as long as he built up the towers of his palace, he could not die, but eventually he learned that he had been deluded. The bone itself could perish. Deeply mistrustful of flesh, he sought a more permanent way of extending his reign at last, settled on pursuit of wraith energy, a form of pure spirit given off by certain dark souls at death.
Dark souls.
Should he infuse himself with wraith essence? He thought he might create a body as luminous and eternal as his ego. On the millennial solstice known as Wraith Night, he submitted to a rite of transformation, compelling his subjects to harvest enough souls to fuel his vision for immortality. No one knows how many of his champions died, but the only survivor who mattered was the Wraith King who rose with the sun on the following morn. Now he rarely spends a moment on his glowing throne, but strides out with sword drawn that extends far beyond death.
Yes, the lore includes the transformation from skeleton to wraith.
Yep, there you go.
I love lore.
None of them matter at all.
It's like the person who writes that at Valve gets paid a 6-figure salary.
I forgot, they still have a character that's just Zeus. I'm surprised Marvel didn't throw a fit, despite the fact that it's just Norse mythology.
Alright, did I do this one? Okay, I did this one.
Hope you enjoyed your Dota lore minute.
Thank you for the Dota lore. Shoutouts to all my Dota heads out there. You're not watching this because you're too busy playing a Dota match. It's 18 hours long.
They're like 30. I don't know. I don't feel like that's as crazy nowadays. Like, there's so many run-based games that are longer than that.
Braden, play a good game.
I just don't think it's a big deal.
John Braden football.
It's like people complaining about RPG length while then going on to play a 120-hour-long Assassin's Creed open world game.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like people who complain about like the time investment of like
it's
say
not the actual reason why they don't like it. They just don't know what the reason is.
People who don't, don't like a Monster Hunter or something, the time investment of a Monster Hunter, and then we'll play Call of Duty for 300 hours.
Warframe for 2,000 hours.
I find Warframe incomprehensible.
I feel like I missed the boat by like several years.
Yeah, and it's one of those live service games where it's like they keep adding stuff. The people who keep playing seem to love it, but dear Lord, I don't want to. The onboarding does not seem enough.
Yeah.
Thing I'll say, all the music in this game's really good.
Yeah, I remember the last time I listened to this, and there was like some crazy sax part.
Yeah, it's like, and anyway, here's the one battle theme they have in a game.
In a game.
In the game. Makes people feel better. Do you want me to tell you what things I bought on sale on Steam?
Okay.
I bought dungeon encounters.
Why?
Of all of the Square Enix weirdo experimental side games that came out this year.
That game seems so fucking lifeless.
Oh, that game seems pure.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm gonna die.
I'm sure they're very happy with its success.
People out here, they're like, oh, where are all the dungeon crawlers?
I mean, amongst the myriad dungeon crawlers we get all the time now, because CRPGs are back.
Because, and also traditional, like, Japanese-style dungeon crawlers never went away.
Yeah, like there's more than you could ever possibly ask for.
Well, listen, what if once again, your friends and mine at Square Enix
Trust them to always put out quality.
said, we made a dungeon.
What if we made a game that had like no visual appeal, any kind of cosmetic appeal at all?
Yeah, it's great. It was $12.
That seems like $12 too much. I'm betting you play it twice.
You do realize that now I'm just going to be like, fuck you, I'm beating this game on stream, right?
I mean, you're very easy to manipulate if that's the case.
What? Yeah, play the new Sonic game? Okay, someone buy me the new Sonic game and I'll fucking play it right now. I'm not too good. I'm not paying $40 for it, though.
It's already priced good?
It's already $40, of course it is. Sega don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, I guess, I feel like I've been hearing a lot of good buzz about that. Maybe they're trying to capitalize on it. Get people that would normally eschew a Sonic game.
Like, yeah, you could. That game was already you can already get Star Ocean for $35, and that game came out at the end of October.
Yeah, I feel like the people that are like, yeah, sure, a modern Star Ocean game, I'll buy that full price, have long since already purchased it. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, Font already bought me Arma. Because he's a bad person.
Did he also buy you the 30 other people you need to make that a worthwhile experience?
The 30 DLC?
No, the people necessary to actually have like a squad that does something cool.
Yeah, because we have friends who exist to be bullied. See, my favorite part about Arma is just knowing that I could be playing Banner of the Maid. You're right. I could pivot to becoming a strategy streamer and just be like...
You already are.
Yeah, but I already am. I could be streaming King Arthur Knight's Tale, one of my favorite games of this year. But instead, I'm playing this. Okay, that's... Okay, yep. Okay, yeah, cool. I could be streaming Resonance of Fate. It's true.
That is a great game.
I thought about buying Bravely Default 2.
Or, you mean Bravely Default 2 or Bravely Second?
Bravely Default 2. Bravely Second never left a 3DS. And I mean, I should have played Bravely Second at some point, because here's the thing is, I like Bravely Default. Except for the part where you literally just have to fight the same handful of bosses over and over again. Because they ran out of video game.
Yeah, I lost interest in it at some point.
And the writing is just insufferable.
You don't like Ring a Bell?
I love characters who are defined entirely by their catchphrase. Murgurgurgurgur. Murgurgurgurgur. And everyone's like, ah, it's an endearing character trait. She goes, unacceptable. But, like, yeah, I think the part of that game where it's modern Final Fantasy V is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I think it takes too long to... I mean,
Yes.
like Final Fantasy V, it takes too fucking long to get anywhere with any of those classes. At least Final Fantasy V has the excuse of being, you know, like 30 years old.
92, baby.
Oh, okay.
It's as old as I am. And then, you know, 6 was 93, 94 in the States.
Of course you remember all these dates.
Hey, if you got a bad idiot brain that remembers pointless information, don't be ashamed of it.
I'm just threatening you with Darksiders 3. I want to play Darksiders 3. I think I have it. I really like both those games.
Yeah. Sure would be a shame if they tried to make like a weird half Souls game.
I mean, that's what each of the other ones are. Like the first one was like half Zelda, half God of War. The second one was half Zelda, half like DMC.
Yeah,
sure
would be a shame if they didn't have any budget. Now would they?
I still need to see it.
Fuck you, video game. Yeah, Darksiders 3 is an Embracer group game. That's the difference.
Well, like I said, I own it, so I'll Stevenson.
Hello.
Hello, Justin.
Alright.
How do you feel about Darksiders 3?
I thought Conan and another Darksiders and considered playing it, but then it came out and people didn't seem to like it, so I didn't play it.
That's what I did.
Right, shooter though. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, people like Darksiders Genesis. But that game is also like a $20
Isn't that a
co-op
Diablo
puzzle Diablo thing.
or Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, and Guardian of Light kind of thing?
Lara Croft and the... Yeah. I played some Lara Croft in the Tomb of Osiris fairly recently.
That first one's very good.
It's a real good time. Especially, if you're under the influence of something.
Speaking as somebody who's been now living in a state where that's legal for a while, like all the weak humor is like it's just so fucking cafe.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like, okay, yeah, my dad goes to these things so he gets high, like, okay.
yeah. Listen, my brother, he never watches these streams, so I'm allowed to out him like this.
That's how
He bought one of those like little screwdriver, like pre-made screwdriver things from a gas station, and then I heard him in the middle of the night puking his guts out. So,
what do you mean pre-made screwdriver?
I don't know, but it was 10% ABV.
I'm just saying, it's two things.
It was, yeah, but it was 10% ABV, so...
You could make it more than that if you wanted.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like... He hadn't drank anything in a while, and I think it was maybe a little too much, or he drank it too quickly.
You just buy vodka and you buy orange juice, and then you mix it.
I don't... Listen, I'm not here to question other people's alcohol buying decisions. That's not the purpose of this anecdote. The purpose is me saying my brother can't hold his liquor. What will make me stop this game? Moon... Am I just going to keep playing this game so that people buy me more things? Is this where this goes? Is this what parasocial relationships are that I've heard so much about?
Nobody should buy him anything.
Someone bought me Baldur's Gate 3. Which I'm very thankful for, but also... I'm probably only gonna mess with that game a little bit.
Are you gonna play the full release, or...?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to hit 1.0.
I play a fair bit of it with early access and haven't played it since.
They added paladins.
Ooh.
And if you break your oath, you get to be the Oathbreaker Paladin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, and then I bought some visual novels and shit. In addition to dungeon encounters. I bought, milk outside of a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk, or whatever the fuck it's called.
What?
Seems weird.
Yeah, it seems weird.
Sounds weird.
Oh no, not me. DJ played that.
I know Mika played it.
One of the two.
And then I bought You, Me, and Her, which I'm to understand is basically the inspiration for Doki Doki Literature Club.
At some point, I'll go back to that first Zero Time Dilemma game.
Hey, I like those Zero Escape games. I need to, at some point I need to play, I need to finish, I played a little bit of Virtue's Last Reward. No, I only played 999.
It didn't catch me. I will go back to that.
I only played 999. And I did not finish it. Because I accidentally got to the true ending path on my first go. And it turns out that in order to actually get the true ending, you need to see another ending first. One of those things. And I don't know. But this time of year is normally the time of year when I try to read at least one kind of long visual novel.
Sure.
And I'm still due for that. Because you know what time it is? It's time to... If they ever release the fan patch for Chaos Head, I would probably be reading that right now. But the fan patch keeps getting delayed.
Yes, Chaos Head.
Yeah. The first game in the Science Adventure series. That also spawned Steins Gate.
I was about to say, are any of these games with the thing related? Like
they're all
Robotics
related.
Notes and Chaos Head and Steins Gate and all that?
Yeah, they're all in the same world. Robotics Notes,
I feel bad about that.
Robotics Notes Dash has characters from Steins Gate in it.
I'll finish watching Steins Gate one of these days.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
I know, like I am very bad at keeping up with TV shows, even ones I like.
Same.
Yeah, I understand. I am watching through that new season of MST3K though, and oh boy,
Is it not good? Or?
it's real good. There is an episode that I watched yesterday.
It made you see God.
No, it was one of those things where, like, at one point they made a joke that's basically like, oh, this is like the Kids Bop version of Eastern Promises. And it might be the funniest goof I've heard from them in a while.
I don't know what Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises is the movie where Viggo Mortensen has a naked shower fight.
Oh.
Does that sell you on it, or?
I'm to understand it's a film.
That sounds like a weird movie, or somebody just wanted to see Viggo Mortensen fight naked.
I mean, I think it's a Cronenberg film
Oh, that makes sense. He likes to use more.
because he and Viggo Mortensen are BFFs. And if it's not, it's definitely adjacent. And now I can make you all feel old by being like, hey, Viggo Mortensen is old now as Ian McKellen was when they first started filming Lord of the Rings. Because that's how time works.
Yeah,
And then people are like, OMG, time.
Have you gotten over being 30 years old yet?
Yeah. I don't care.
Oh,
The only thing it really hurts me inside with is having to raise the minimum age that it shows me on my dating profiles.
Yeah, your 30s and stuff, 20s.
And now it's like, well, I should probably up this to like, I don't know, 25 or something. Alright, I don't think the daytime levels are available yet for this area. And then the episode I watched with my brother today was called Dr. Mordred. And it is an early 90s Doctor Strange ripoff. Starring Jeffrey Combs.
Wait, it's from the 90s, but you're saying it's a ripoff of a show that came out 20 years faster?
You do realize that Doctor Strange, the comic book character, existed before Benedict Cumberbiscuit portrayed
I'm
him.
aware, but, you know, those books were not, like, I'm just saying those comics were not ubiquitous in the way that they are now.
I mean, somebody could still have made like a spin-off movie. Or,
There was a made-for-TV
true.
Doctor Strange movie. Do you not remember?
There was also a Captain America movie in the early 90s.
Starring J.D. Salinger's son.
Ugh. I don't know who they are, but it's a bad association.
Yeah, that's what a phony would say. Am I right? Am I right, my Salinger heads? My Sal heads?
It took me a minute to remember that J.D. Salinger wrote Catcher in the Rye, so...
That's the only thing he fucking wrote. And then he was like a weird, bitter hermit for the rest of his life.
Like, ever? He never wrote anything else?
He never wrote anything else of consequence.
No.
And he was just a weird hermit who didn't want to talk to anyone.
So, he's an asshole who wrote a book about an asshole, and then somebody thought it was socially relevant. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why you had to read it in 9th grade English.
And that's why that quote is that's why that quote is in Ghost in the Shell standalone conference.
That book is relevant because the guy, you know, the whole John Lennon thing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you'd be like, oh,
Hey, speaking of that, John Hinckley Jr. has finally been released from house arrest. And he wants to do music now. He has a Twitter.
Who is that?
He's the guy who tried to kill President Reagan.
Oh. Better luck next time.
He tried to kill President Reagan to impress Jodie Foster. Yeah, and then there's the guy who, yeah. But, you know, I like it when, I think it's very funny that, yeah, it's like, hey, he's, you know, he's been released into proper society, and now he just makes music. And
Yeah, whatever. That was decades ago. I don't really care.
He just sits in his basement and makes music, then
That seems
whatever.
ideal.
I mean, hey, listen, if I tried to murder the President of the United States in my 20s, I'd try to put it past me. I don't know where this is going. I should...
Probably straight ahead across that
Yeah,
field.
both the game and this conversation.
Okay, cool. No, you can't jump high enough from there.
Do you not go straight across that cylinder thing with the spinning whatever?
No, fuck you, we're going up. I'm a video game.
Skyrim your way through this nightmare of polygon.
Did anyone play God of War Ragnarok? I'm asking because
Don't want to spoil it?
no, my parents got it for me for Christmas. I did not ask
For
for it.
PS4 or PS5?
PS4. I do not have a PS5. I considered going to go buy one a couple times before and after getting that, and I did.
Well, I have not. My brother-in-law got it, so I will borrow it from him when he finishes it. So I do not have to pay $70 American for it.
But also, I need to finish the first one now.
Yeah. I mean, I've made my feelings on, like, Sony prestige video games pretty abundantly clear. I think Dad of War is probably the one of those I actually liked. But even that one overstays its welcome, so hearing Ragnarok is longer.
I believe Last of Us Part 2 is like $10 right now. Speaking of those games.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I got The Last of Us with my PS4 and I still haven't played it.
It's good.
Just watch Children of Men.
I played that game in April of 2020. It was a bad time to play it.
Oh yeah!
I mean, Last of Us 2 or 1?
1.
Okay, because that's kind of a big reason I didn't play it. When did 2 come out? Late 2020?
2 came out in early 2020.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah?
It came out in May of 2020.
I was about to say, I thought it was out.
It came out in May of 2020.
I wasn't... Yeah, I never played Last of Us 2.
Or was
When
it
came out,
2021? Fuck.
It might have been. Aren't they putting out a PC port of that?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll probably play it on PC, so I don't have to deal with
They're putting... That's the thing, is like...
No, I don't believe the show is that yet.
No, the show has not... The show is still...
Bedazzled, yeah.
Yeah, we have not been bedazzled by it yet. Like, if you want to turn me into the Joker, fuck!
Make any number of comments about any number of subjects. Is it too real for you, Bryn?
You just concentrate to get past this.
You fucker.
You alright?
A combination of both, I think.
What?
You got turned around.
Oh, what a good game.
Yeah.
I just got to it.
Anyway, I don't know, like, if I were to play Last of Us 2, it would be that PC port. This thing
Yeah.
may not be coming, mostly because I don't deal with Naughty Dog's still shitty aiming code. Aiming and shooting at things has never felt good in their games.
Okay, but...
Oh, fine to me.
Yeah.
Well, they're also like aim-assist heavy games, so...
Yeah, but like, especially The Last of Us, where they're expecting you to, like, get very precise headshots with A, that aiming code, and B, with the reticles swaying all over the place. Which there are upgrades you can get to mitigate that.
Did you get precise headshots in the game? I don't remember that.
If you didn't want to run out of ammo, pretty much.
I think I mainly was just killing people.
Like, I did have some fun moments in Last of Us when I was, like, especially when I was throwing bricks at people and then punching them to death. Generally I thought that game.
I got that game
More
with my
importantly-
PlayStation 4, and I still have never played it.
I got that game on PlayStation 4 and I still haven't played it.
You got what with your...
I got that with the PlayStation 4 and still haven't played it, Justin.
Yeah, okay.
I got The Last of Us with my PlayStation 4.
Oh, no, I was wondering... Never mind.
And how much haven't you played it?
I haven't... I haven't
I
played.
got that part. I thought you said you got something with your PS4 and hadn't played it, Relk, and something else. I know you
I got
played that.
Topspin 06, I believe, with one of my Xbox purchases, and I never played it.
I got Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2 with my Xbox 360.
I got
Hell
both
of a
those. I barely played Marvel. I played quite a bit of Forza.
I played a lot of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Playing Forza.
I did not play very much Forza.
I like Forza Horizon. I wish that those other games were easier to get a hold of.
Do you need to play all of them for completeness' sake?
I mean, it's not a matter of
Just gotta
completion.
get the
It's
story.
more just a matter of like why not? Like, apparently they're all good. Like, I'd like to play the second one, and then when I'm ready to play another one, I'll play the third. Even if it's like a year apart.
I mean, they also. I
They use
really
real
dislike the
cars.
practice. I really dislike the practice of sunsetting games.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not good. But we don't
But
have this,
you
we don't
can-
have the
but all
license
those-
for these Hot Wheels stuff anymore. It's like, well, if you weren't gonna make it last forever, like, why do it at the beginning?
Microsoft does, whenever they do sunset those games, they do put them on a pretty deep sell. So, if you did want to get them, you have a last chance, but, like, if somebody's ever looking back in time and wants to say, hey, what's the difference between Forza Horizon 1 and Forza Horizon 5?
One of them is an Xbox 360 game.
You can't go back and do that. I have a copy of Forza Horizon 1.
Yeah, so do I. It's the one I played.
Feeling good.
Like, or like, not even if you're like looking back for like a retrospective mindset, but maybe if you're just like one of the millions of people that is just years behind on games for monetary reasons, for what have you.
I wanted to play the Hot Wheels DLC from Motorsport 3.
Yeah.
Which, like, by the time I was like, okay, it's time to go play that. It was off sale. Couldn't buy it anymore.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah.
I'm being told,
I'm
why are
alive.
you so bad at video games? You should get good. And to that, I have no answer.
He's
He did.
I
He
mean,
did. He finished the level. He's getting there.
You just need to see credits, and then you could just never play this again.
I paid $15 for this.
I have to experience.
I have to experience the full...
Someday I'll play through all of Lords of Shadow 2 because I paid the money for it. Surely, right?
I mean, I own Lords of Shadow 2.
I never even got past the opening weird stealth sequences because it was just so bad.
Are the stealth sequences really that frequent and that bad? Because that seems to be what people really dislike about that game.
It's a solid chunk of time. Like you could basically spend an entire sitting of that game just getting through the opening lab sequence.
But like once you get past that, how much stealth is there?
I have no idea.
I'm
just
That
saying, I think
first
about that
game is
first one
alright.
where you start off in combat, and it's like, yeah, this is pretty good.
I didn't like that first game.
It's not
And it's-
amazing. Like,
Well, it wasn't the gameplay. It's you so often get interrupted by some kind of cutscene. Like
oh yeah.
the vast majority of that game is just you doing a vaguely Devil May Cry-ish combat scenario, and then you watch a cutscene, and it's every 15 minutes you switch between the two, and I hated it.
That game is extremely,
Cutscene heavy or quick time event heavy.
that game is extremely late Xbox 360.
Wasn't it a mid-era game?
It was like 2010, and then Lord
Yeah, I
of
think
Shadow
it's
2 was 2012.
Yeah.
And it, like, in as much as, like, the reason it looks so good is because the camera is framed so...
Specifically?
Yeah, so
And also, all
specifically
those
and, like,
areas
so
are very
narrowly.
tiny.
I mean, whatever gets the job done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame him.
But also, there's constant, like, there's constantly text on the screen telling you what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's very. That
Head
game is
to
a roller
Autobot.
coaster more than anything.
Sure, but if they do it from
That-
beginning to end, what's like at that point? That's just what that is.
That, yeah, I didn't. The first good game that company made was Metroid Dread.
I want to play Lords of Shadow Mirror Fate HD.
Why? You know, I'd probably like that more than I'd like Ecclesia. Never even could beat that.
I'm going to put you in a room full of
Yeah,
Castlevania
I know
people.
you guys like it. I just don't like it.
It is a particularly difficult game.
It wasn't a matter of difficulty. I just didn't enjoy it. I really liked that first DS one though. The
Dawn of Sorrow.
yeah, that's a great game.
It's
Dawn of
6 hours
Sorrow.
long and incredibly easy.
And Portrait of Ruin are both. Dawn of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin are both great.
I beat Portrait. I got the proper. ending.
Jonathan, Charlotte, Jonathan, Charlotte.
That's the one thing. That's the one caveat to Portrait of Ruin. I mean, it wasn't that bad for me because I just picked Jonathan and played through the vast majority of the game as Jonathan.
Same.
I did get very frustrated with the succubus because I kept losing control of Jonathan. I was like, why the fuck? How do I counter this? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's stupid. You just play as Charlotte.
Heck, you
We
said
don't
to
have the
avoid
Gaia
that.
key today.
The succubus character in, well, it's a boss character in,
Yep, I know. I
Portrait of Ruin throws out a bunch of like cards, and if one of them touches Jonathan, you lose control of him. It's hard to avoid. You could technically beat her, but
Pretty sure I did.
if you just play as Charlotte,
Because at some point I forgot that you could turn into Charlotte.
yeah. I always kind of wanted to replay that game, primarily playing as Charlotte.
If I were to replay, it would be to play as one of these.
Motherfucker!
You don't have enough sun power, Braden. You need 22 more sun.
Is this where you break?
You paid $15, Braden. That's surely a.
You gotta get your
reason to
$15
waste your
worth.
time.
I'm
That's
going to
$7
walk into the
to get
ocean.
sun medals.
I'm going to fucking walk into the ocean.
The ocean will welcome you. And no one knows how far it goes. Oh man, that drowning animation is very good. Let's see, Relkin, I'd have to relearn Soul Reaver, so I'm gonna keep playing Sonic Unleashed. You okay?
How many
You need 22 of them.
I need 22 more sun medals, huh?
I mean, does it make you feel better that this is... Aren't those the medals you get when playing as normal Sonic? Or can you get them both as...
You can get them both.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I have 98 sun medals. Apparently I need 120.
How many stars were there in Mario 64?
120.
120.
Okay. I mean, that's clearly just an homage to a better video game.
Alright, let's see. How many? Okay, so... There
I
are
really enjoyed what just happened.
26... There are more sun medals in here we could do. There's more sun medals in here. Oh, look at all the sun medals I could grind out.
Are you enjoying spending the rest of 2022 doing this?
Hey, Braden.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, guess what I'm writing about? I'm doing my yearly Zombie Pies multimedia extravaganza, and guess what I'm writing about right now?
What?
Bonking yourself on the head with chocolate?
No, I'm writing
And-
about why the second season of Shield Hero was really fucking bad and weird.
You watched it?
Yeah, I did.
Do they continue to put more prepubescent girls around
So
him?
here's the weird thing. So
That sounds
the
like a
show
yes.
started out, obviously the first season.
It's a
is
good
like-
first episode.
Yeah.
And then, boy.
Shield Hero. So incels don't like the show anymore. Now
Oh,
the reason
no.
being is that they decided to backtrack and spend multiple episodes in which the characters are reflective about their behaviors in the first season, and talk about and discuss at great length about why maybe the things they're doing is bad. And
You know,
it's the most
Tanuki girl, I
surface
shouldn't have
level.
enslaved you.
It's the most surface level, like slavery is bad. Like the most Bill Clinton third way centrist bullshit imaginable. And so people that recognize that Shield Hero was already bad aren't going to be satisfied, and the weird incel fans that liked the show the first time because it was like a
Because it
fatal,
hates
like,
women.
fatal, like, anti-women, misogynist bullshit thing also don't like the second season as a result.
Great. I love that nobody's after it.
One is fucking happy and it's the best. Also, don't watch that show. It's making me totally
I mean,
Alas,
if you watch it,
Ikaruga is going.
You'll see what happens to that show by the end of the first episode. You'll be like, oh, this seems like it actually might be okay, and by the time it's done, it'll be over.
See, now, a lot of people say that about Goblin Slayer, but
Oh, that's just grotesque. I think the rest of that season of that show is actually pretty good. The threat of that the threat of that happening again is too much for most people. And I get it. I would not return to the second season.
I'm so fucking bad at Ikaruga.
It's a hard game.
I mean, yeah, it's slightly more difficult than most video games.
I beat Ikaruga on the Xbox Live Arcade.
Congratulations.
You hear that, Brandon? Are you worse than zombie fight?
Yeah, you are.
He's more determined.
How did you get a controller working on Xbox Live? Not a controller, keyboard and mouse.
Or you mean just to keep
Just a keyboard, yeah.
I used to play on consoles,
Just because.
and then I saw the light. People are allowed to use the righteousness mouse and keyboard. I was proselytized to, and then I converted.
You feeling okay, Brandon?
I'm playing Ikaruga. I'm doing great.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
This game's so fun.
Well,
I think I do.
I am.
Not on Steam. I think I own it on Steam, but like I was.
My
playing
brain
back-
is very bad for Ikaruga, and that's just it.
It's almost like you haven't built up the muscle memory to play this extremely difficult video game.
What?
I'm sure you'll get it someday.
Why don't you try again?
Okay, I will. Therefore, I never die with regrets.
Oh, you're gonna play GameCube.
Is there a difference between the ships?
Yes.
Okay. God damn it!
Have you ever played Outlands, which is Metroidvania?
Yeah. That's a good game.
It's another one of those games with a pile up. I got halfway through it and thought this is pretty good. Did something else.
I don't think they ever came out with a PC version.
They did.
Or did they eventually? Okay.
Yes, because I have it. Like, it's on my Steam account. I'm looking at it.
What if that came out later?
Apparently never played it.
It's very good. And it's not very long.
Keeps telling me lost chain.
The blindfolded run of Ikaruga when?
Never, hopefully.
Yeah, Boom the alien saying, do better at switching colors, you scrub.
Hey, Miku.
How to play. Okay. I know how to play.
Yeah, where's your blindfolded run of Sonic Werehog?
It's right. It's weirdly enough. So wait, do I want to shoot things that are the same color or the other color?
So if it's the opposite color, you basically do one-shot damage unless it's a boss. If it's the same color, it does normal damage. It's your choice. There are two schools of thought where it's like whatever is the dominant color, you can match it. Or there's the school of thought saying always go opposite. I believe the fastest speedruns always go opposite.
Yeah. I get the sense it'd be way faster if you were really good at switching all the time, but if I were playing this, I'd probably pick one color and just absorb it. Yeah, stick with it. I imagine that wouldn't work for the entire game, but
No, but it's
I think I mainly just switched around as to
there
survive.
are also bosses that would change their colors.
yeah. Just stay the same one as much as I can. If I have a switch every
Fuck!
single time I wanted to kill something, I'd probably go insane.
You don't get any score and the bosses will destroy you. Well, it's not that
Okay.
I'm saying that you get extra points. I'm saying that it's easier to deal with enemies when you're the opposite.
Okay, so you have to kill them with the same color because you get more score.
Well, you want that high score, right?
Listen, if I'm playing a fucking treasure game, we could be playing Radiant Silvergun right now. Ah! Also,
Not going back to that, huh?
okay, you have to kill 3 of the same color to get the chain. So it's basically okay.
Oh, you were talking about the chain. Okay, cool.
So desu ka.
This is from the Gunstare Heroes people.
Yeah, treasure makes shooty shoots.
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't.
Radiant
exist
Silvergun is
anymore.
10 times as bad for scoring. Cool. What should I play then? Because
Oh wait, no. I'm looking it up.
I'm not playing Sonic anymore.
Apparently, on June 19th,
And
2022, during its 30th anniversary, Treasure announced that they were still alive and were working on a highly requested game.
Wait, is Panzer Dragoon Orta the RPG?
No, that's Panzer Dragoon Saga. I'm going to. If anyone has any suggestions.
Why
You
don't you
should play
play
a thing
that?
that you enjoy.
Yeah, why don't you play, if you're gonna mention Panzer Dragoon, why don't you play that cheap Panzer Dragoon remake?
I don't want to play My favorite Panzer Dragoon game is Star Fox 64.
Oh.
I love saying that because it triggers Jeff.
There's that Sin and Punishment game for the Wii.
I
Got
do-
That game's alright.
Sin Punishment's alright.
I mean the Wii game.
I have never played the Wii game. Alright, who wants to play
Perfect Dark Zero.
Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Really? Why?
I mean, it does feature crude humor and scenes some players may find offensive.
Why don't you do the Giant Bomb thing and just play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and Viva Pinata and say, these are the best Rare games.
I mean, Nuts and Bolts is great.
I mean, the best rare game is Donkey Kong Country 2. But...
I totally agree.
I'm not going to disagree. Because I agree.
It's fantastic video.
Um,
Great music.
but it features offensive content, just so you know.
I mean, DKC2 does have a level called Squawk's Shaft. So,
Those cheeky British and their Britishisms.
I don't know. Rare makes good video games.
They have.
No, dude, we don't need to get into this argument. I would say that Sea of Thieves, if you have the right community, is an incredible video game experience.
I was playing Sea of Thieves with some friends. I was having a lot of fun with that game. And then like a big crew of fucking teenagers rolled up on us and said, "Do you want to join our group?" And I said, "Not really. I just want to do my own thing." And then they destroyed all of us, and that's the last time I played Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking always online.
multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, that's always online multiplayer. I think it's incredible.
These fucking teenagers.
Fucking kids. They don't appreciate good video games, like the one where the squirrel fights the talking poop.
That was the height of comedy.
Know what's funny?
All child.
Part of the game
Extremely
that's a Saving
dated pop
Private
culture
Ryan-
references.
A part of the game that's a Saving Private Ryan reference,
the
and
Matrix.
then the
Yeah.
Matrix reference level.
The Bram Stoker's Dracula reference level.
So was this? I got the sense that this was not considered the best version of this game.
People like the N64 version more than the original Xbox version.
Those people are weird.
I was about to say, is there a why? Or
Part of it is like the multiplayer. Part of it is they censored more of the cursing in the Xbox version.
fuck that.
Like, they bleep out the word shit. Also, yes, Boom the Alien, aka Mike, in the chat, pointing out that, in fact, you were being press-ganged into service.
Yeah, I wanted no part of that. And there's no way to turn that off, so I uninstalled that game and have not touched it since, and will not until they give me some way to not have to deal with teenage assholes.
I don't actually have to play a bunch of Conquer.
Why don't you play fucking
I mean,
one of those
Justin,
ZX
that's-
Spectrum games that everybody really likes about the
All
Rare
of those
Replay
ZX
pack.
Spectrum games are fucking terrible.
I remember when I played Ultima. I tried to play Ultima online when I was a child, and by the time I came to that game, it was at a point where outside of every town were just people that were waiting to kill you the second you left town. So you
Yeah.
couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Why don't you play Super RC Pro Am? You coward.
Yeah, only the best
Cabal.
video games.
Saber Wolf.
Oh, the creators of the upcoming Space Marine 2.
Yeah, Saber Interactive. Okay, apparently that did not count. So that'll be it for Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Play
How much
Halo
they've-
5.
How much have they shown of that that game that what is it? Everwild?
They
not
apparently
shown
have
anything?
rebooted it internally multiple times.
Oh.
Right.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that's right. Jeff Grubb said that.
Yeah.
Right, and
Well,
the
listen,
reboot
Jeff
is
Grubb also
scheduled-
said they were going to show Metroid Prime this year, and we all saw how that went.
I mean, I think he's right though. I suspect that Nintendo is basically just sitting on it until they have an opening in their schedule.
I think they're sitting on that, and they're also sitting on that Advance Wars game.
The Advance Wars thing is dumb though, because like that war isn't coming to an end anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
Nintendo
Does anyone
gonna
have any
Nintendo.
suggestions?
Said let's play Halo 5 so Relkin can see how much he doesn't need to play Halo.
I mean,
Hey,
I
Panzer
said
Draguna Orda.
you should play a game you enjoy.
Pray, do
Right.
pray.
Just
Pray.
do something you actually like.
Pray.
Okay, fine. I'll play more Ninja Gaiden.
Treat yourself for once before you go back to playing garbage.
Ninja Gaiden?
Oh, apparently
Yeah,
they
it's just the
remastered the
first
first
game.
game and not... What?
Yeah, it's apparently a top-down, like, real proper, in theory, remaster.
I wanted a version of Prime 3 that didn't have motion controls. What the fuck?
Have you heard of Prime Hack? I will give you. There is some dude.
Hey, I know
made
Team Ninja.
Some dude made a specialized version of Dolphin that you have to have a Metroid Prime Trilogy ISO for, but it set it up for mouse and keyboard controls.
Oh, right.
Okay.
It's really good.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So if you want to play Metroid Prime with a mouse and keyboard, like a
Oh, I have
like
to fight the
God
nunchuck boss
intended.
again because I
look up Prime
did
Hack.
not save.
Prime Hack,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, oh, you're speaking my language now. Playing a already meh first-person shooter the way that God intended.
And Metroid Prime is a fantastic video.
Metroid.
game.
The
fucking
the
love
world's worst Metroid Prime opinion haver has entered the chat.
There was
It's not a first-person
I-
shooter, you
Is Jeff
dongus.
Gerstmann here?
Yeah, there's a podcast, and I'm pretty sure y'all might remember it. An episode of the Giant Bombcast where the topic of Metroid Prime comes up, and Jeff Gerstmann just says, "Fuck those games," out of nowhere.
I'm actually pro Jeff on that argument.
Yeah, because you have bad
They're not-
opinions.
It's best thought. Those games are best thought of as like a first-person Ocarina
Yeah,
of
I mean
Time more
that's
so
the thing.
than
That's the thing
shooter.
is if you lived in the vacuum of not having played anything on PC up to that point, which is totally fine. I'm
It's
saying
not
that
it's not a shooter.
Let me finish my fucking sentence, you condescending asshole. Okay? If you existed in a vacuum where, like, it's kind of it falls into the same category as, like, Rogue Squadron versus TIE Fighter. Like, I played Rogue Squadron and was like, oh, yeah, this is fun. It's more of an arcadey thing, but, like, people saying this is the best combat shooter in the Star Wars universe, you clearly didn't play TIE Fighter, and that's fine. That's fine. But, like, I don't know, with, like, literal decades of that style of game under my belt before I played Metroid Prime. it
But
was
Metroid
kind of
Prime
like,
isn't that kind of game.
But I'm gonna bring in my argument once again that Metroid Prime is way better compared to Ocarina of Time than to any first-person shooter. It is a first-person Ocarina of Time more than anything.
I don't know. This
Just
is
being
where
like, I was-
Zombie Pie mentions that he doesn't like backtracking in video games.
Okay, that's if you don't like backtracking, fine. Because Metroid Prime seems to do a lot of
If
backtracking.
you don't like backtracking, at some point, like you're not gonna have anything to say about that.
And also a big part of this has to do with me being an 11-year-old who had just gotten a GameCube and loved Super Metroid and just
What you're saying is you think that Metroid Prime is Citizen Kane.
absolutely.
It is the Citizen Kane of gaming.
That's like people saying that GoldenEye and Perfect Dark Zero are good games. Yeah, those people are
They're
dumb.
saying original Perfect Dark. And yeah, they were.
I don't know. I seem to recall in the original Perfect Dark putting a laptop at the end of a corridor and having all of the enemies just run into it and dying.
Yeah. It's not you always had that though.
Like, all right,
That's a booty.
yeah.
I was about to say.
I
Man,
mean,
in
say what you
2000s
will. Say what you will about Itagaki. That man likes round women. No?
He had nothing to do with this game. He famously disowned it.
The original
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden. Like, Itagaki likes proportions. He doesn't like
Yeah.
twigs.
No, he likes them, as the kids say, thick. Except not really.
In the chat, Megaswim said there's a randomizer for Prey 2017,
Ooh.
which sounds pretty interesting.
I could see that being very fun.
I'll have to Google
So
that.
wait, like the weapons would spawn in different locations,
I'm not sure exactly what that means. Let me.
or like what you have to like is the mission structure different, or is it the same mission structure but all of the resources are randomized?
Because Prey 2017 is kind of a Metroid-ish game.
It's just, similar to Metroid randomizers where you have to be kind of careful because you can be like, yeah, I can't progress any further because fucking fucked. There are elements of Prey that I wonder if that's still an issue.
But yeah, I put a link to what I think he's talking about in the chat, and it's pretty customizable apparently.
I also just want to
Item.
poke back at, like, the idea of, like, I was playing real shooters on the PC instead of GoldenEye. It's like, GoldenEye was doing shit with mission structure that fucking Quake wasn't.
Yeah, also, like, oh, cool, you got to have a PC back then?
Yeah, I was in the heart of Silicon Valley where like all the computer shit was going down. It was pretty cool.
I mean,
My parents
Washington.
My parents did not get a PC until 2001. Like,
I
Everybody
will
had a
never
gaming
forget.
PC.
I will never forget when my dad got a bonus and he bought the family.
I think I went the
forget what it
complete
was.
wrong way.
A Windows 98 computer, and it had 64 gigabytes of storage, and that was a big fucking deal.
I don't like the shitting on console, like that entire like FPS conversation is because at some point it just becomes like a classism issue. Like, oh, cool, you could afford
Yeah,
that.
I hear you, but at the same time,
We had a
I
single
just-
teacher salary in my family.
I mean, I only think it's relevant when you're talking about a competitive multiplayer shooter. Outside
Oh
of that,
yeah, like
I don't
Unreal
care.
Tournament like was fucking my thing. I was not a Quake guy, I was an Unreal Tournament guy. And just like Battlefield, online features, and just and personally I just prefer the mouse to aiming.
But no, I'm saying like if you're talking about like what other people are using, I think the only time it really matters is if you're playing like a ranked game of Siege or something and you wind up with a teammate who insists on using a controller, that's not great. But outside of that, who cares?
Also, quick saving is pretty cool. I don't know.
Quick saving is very nice.
Burritos.
I need to get dinner. So.
Dinner's okay.
How about some Taco Bell?
Taco
Yeah,
Bell
let's
is
get
absolute
Taco.
garbage.
Shut the fuck up. I love Taco Bell. I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell right now, and I will eat it on stream and make you listen to it.
I will
Okay.
mute you.
I can, yeah.
Chris, before you go, if you were about to leave, I apologize for talking over your mother. I was angry at you and took it out on her.
I mean, it's not every day that your own mother tells someone on stream to shut the fuck up, but that was pretty cool.
In my defense, you got me very angry both at you and for you concerning the whole chocolate thing.
Yeah, it works.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Know what else works? Reading the
Your
label.
darker chocolate, sometimes you don't have that benefit.
Okay, what's it you? Are you
And
being
also,
offered
you're holding
unlabeled
the big
chocolate?
chocolate, not
Brady,
lying
that's
to
what's
you.
happening. He's literally developed a system for surprise chocolate from people who apparently just have it without a wrapper.
You guys believe that big chocolate's a self-regulated industry that's telling you that?
I believe they are legally required to tell you what is in a thing
Yeah,
of
but that
food.
doesn't mean that they sourced it to a good source. For all you know,
What does
that
that
dark
mean?
chocolate could be like from a fucking meerkat's asshole. For all you care.
They put radios in my teeth.
If someone you trust gives you some chocolate, wrap outside of the wrapper. Just eat it and be thankful for it. You have to pack it on your head to make sure it's good chocolate.
I don't trust the labels. Sure are cutting those guys' heads off.
Yeah, because I'm playing Ninja Gaiden. I'm being told Taco Bell is tasty garbage.
Yeah, good.
Taco Bell's reason for existence is that one joke in Demolition Man.
Listen, sometimes it's late at night and you don't care.
Sometimes it's
That's
late
it.
at night and you want to use the Taco Bell value menu and order like $6 of food. and get
Sometimes
5
you don't
items.
care that you're going to have diarrhea.
But you could go to
I've
Wendy's.
never gotten diarrhea from Taco Bell.
That is a goddamn lie, sir.
In fact, I've said this before, but when I have an upset stomach, I'll either eat Taco Bell or Burger King to make my stomach less upset.
I am upset. And I'm not talking about my stomach. Oh man, the water walking is way easier in this game
Yeah.
than it is in
anyways,
Black.
Yeah. Fast food will quell an upset stomach for me.
Why?
Is this like one of those things where it's like, you know, some poison
You
type
need fat
Pokemon
to process your vitamins.
are
Julia
healed
Child
by
said this.
poison? Is this where this is going?
Yes.
Hey, we've got a real pass the pudding group right here, right now, huh?
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
Hey, Gino.
Gotta be careful when we play Circle Jerk McGee.
No. Boo this man. Boo. How are you ninjaing, Braden? How's it going?
So I reached a point in a Sonic Hedgehog
Yes.
where I had to get another 22 of those sun medals. And I
That
said,
was a
instead
bridge
of
too far.
doing that, I said, fuck this. And then I tried playing Ikaruga, and it turns out I am very bad at Ikaruga. I know.
Have you considered trying to be good at Ikaruga?
I guess not.
I mean, that's certainly a future plan.
One day. Well, I've installed the Mega Man Legacy Collection. So.
Which one?
Both.
Like oh.
Both of the
Those were
original.
ZX.
Not
So
the. Not
So Mega
the,
Man. So all the original Mega Man games.
1 through
yes,
8.
the 1
Okay.
through 9 is what.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, you should play
did
Mega
that-
Man. You should play. You should play Mega Man 8 on stream. Like go into it totally blind.
I've beaten
Mhm.
Mega Man 8.
Dr. Wywee?
Oh, okay, never mind then.
They really,
Dr. Wywee.
they really included 9 but not 10?
Let
Look
me
at that
check.
ass!
Weird.
So Mega Man Legacy
Class.
Collection 2 contains.
What have you got against shapely asses, Braden?
I'm saying that...
Samurai clad in black armor.
Oh.
Master.
Oh, it includes 10.
Do you
7, 8, 9, and 10.
9 and 10 are good, they're just very hard.
attempt
8 is the one with Gem Man, with Gravity
I really-
Man, right?
I
I'm
really
Gravity
like how her
Man.
I really like how her storyline was later. You were required to play DOA to get the rest of this story with her.
They have a universe, Chris.
That's a bridge too
Yeah.
far.
Full of booby women.
Mega Man 8 is the game that makes Resident Evil look like it has good voice acting.
Dr.
Mega Man 8 has
Wywee.
voice acting?
Yes. That's why I was trying. That's why I was saying you should play Mega Man 8 on stream. Just go into it totally blind.
I thought that came out on the PlayStation 3, right?
No, Mega Man 8 came out on the PS1. It has
Oh.
anime cutscenes,
And I was
and they are
probably
voice
thinking-
acted.
I think I played
and-
9 then.
Yeah, 9 and 10.
And they did not even go through the trouble of getting going to the local expat bar and getting some people who speak English natively.
Better
Hello,
that way.
Hello, teens who go to the local Akuen. Please, just read these lines for us, please. We swear we won't edit you, but also you won't get any credit. So how's this going, Braden?
It's good. I got Art of the Inferno,
Oh, cool.
which is the one that lets you shoot a fireball.
Checks out.
Yeah, I don't know if I will. If I play more, I know I uninstalled it in a fit of rage, but if I play more Sonic Unleashed, I will be grinding for those Sun Medals off stream.
You uninstalled it?
I uninstalled it.
Now who's the coward?
That's great.
He went to go unlock the next. He went to go unlock the next level, and it said you need 22 sun medals, and he had 98 already. 22 more.
That's called progression.
Yeah. Content.
I'm sorry. Would you have preferred there was a large hedgehog who just had a ton of health that you couldn't beat until you had the sun medals you want?
Yeah.
You would have preferred a large hedgehog, and then you would run at him and be like, ah, if I execute everything perfectly, I can get by him.
Yeah. Alright, how do you do the manual aiming mode in this version?
It's not going to hit the targets. Tell me more about your large hedgehog.
Let me hold my hedgehog.
Icky the hedgehog.
Let me hold my hedgehog.
I would rather not. Okay, it's I gotta hold. Anyway, I believe I
Okay, you got
hit...
this. How does this aiming feel?
Like something you should not be doing except in very specific circumstances of this video game.
You're not going to be sniping a whole lot?
No. It's called Ninja Gaiden, not Ninja Snipe Man. Any questions?
Nope, no questions.
I believe in the PS3 version of this game, you could use the 6-axis to aim.
Sick.
Don't you love the power of the PlayStation, the cell processor?
It's the ideal control mechanism.
I love tilting. I love getting tilted.
Then you'll love Ninja Gaiden.
Was there a Super Monkey Ball that used the 6-axis controller?
There was a Super Monkey Ball on the Wii. I don't know about on the PS3.
Boom the Alien asks, is this a better FPS than Metroid Prime?
Oh, that's an earlier conversation.
ZP was once again making his heresy be known.
Or does he not like Metroid Prime?
I think Metroid Prime.
He's like, it's not as good as Unreal Tournament, an entirely different kind of game.
That's not what I said. It's like Jedi Outcast.
It's not like Jedi Outcast.
It's not a first-person shooter.
It's also open world as opposed to level based.
Yeah. Just showing yet again the limitations of making video games for the console.
What?
Shut the fuck up, 2002 Game Facts poster.
What does that mean?
Just know that you're owned. That's all you need to know. He's dragging you around. That's so rude.
That was the one thing about this franchise that I thought was actually really good, which was the mini boss to final boss for every level format.
That wasn't unusual in the early 2000s.
I think that with this game, it broke the levels up. You know, pre-Souls, it broke the levels up to kind of these natural stopping and starting points.
But like, what I'm saying is mini bosses halfway through levels was a
It's
thing.
an old concept.
It's pretty
No,
box standard.
yeah, but we're talking about like still, especially in Japan, trying to take certain conceits and ideas from the arcade. And
You know,
put
let
them
me
into consoles.
give Chris a hand here. In Ninja Gaiden 2, I think this might be an example of what he's talking about. The boss of the first level is the mini boss of the second level.
Yes, that.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool. Okay. That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Weird spider ninja man.
Oh, this fucking game is so good.
It looks like
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of people coming at you from a camera angle you can't really see.
Yep, that's
Also,
Ninja
the
Gaiden.
camera in this game's a fucker, but it's great.
I still like.
I
2
do
more.
not choose to abandon the way of the ninja. Fuck you, video game.
2 is so fucking wild.
That
There
it almost
is.
excuses all of the guys with rocket launchers off screen shooting at you at all times.
Well, I mean, I only tried playing Mentor mode once, and I gave up during the second level at the aforementioned boss fight.
If you,
But normal
choose,
mode,
Yeah.
if you
time.
choose to abandon the way of the ninja, do you just get a cutscene of Ryu, like, hardening?
going to work at McDonald's.
You you do get a cutscene of Ayane being like, "Wow, Master Ryu, I thought you were cool, but you're just a little baby bitch, aren't you?" Anyway, you can play on Ninja Dog difficulty now.
Aw. Rude. I wish it was just like, and then Ryu learned the way of peace. He
There is no
negotiated with the final boss.
The only way of peace is the way of peace we create for ourselves by murdering all these samurai.
Oh shit, Ryu! You convinced him that his ways were flawed.
I was gonna say, I just got to the point in Wheel of Time where the Tuathalan get massacred, and it's just a lot of like, what do you mean pacifism doesn't work and they respond to brutal violence?
Well, I mean, you gotta be really good at passing.
It's like I
You
said.
gotta have people like you first, which is the problem with the Tinkerers.
It doesn't work when the people who are brutalizing you are mindless agents of ultimate evil.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no Hearts and Minds campaign for the mindless agents of Ultimate.
Why won't this strange goat man that eats his brethren stop
Why
killing
wouldn't he,
you?
why wouldn't he
So,
simply negotiate?
To return speaking of which, let's talk about the story arc for the Black Spider Clan in Ninja Gaiden.
I don't.
Is it bad?
They're the people with the explosive shurikens. They're
Yeah, they
complete
suck.
jerks.
Yeah, it's great.
That's why I stopped playing Mentor mode, because they're everywhere.
But also that Genshin battle is fucking rad as fuck.
There's some really good boss fights in Ninja Gaiden 2.
Yeah.
And there's some really good weapons.
Yeah.
I just think it is a less consistent game than this one on
Ugh.
most levels.
I beat that game like 10 times. I did like every achievement associated with just play the game using only this weapon. It's
Yeah.
such a great time.
Yeah! Have I ever talked
You
about
haven't-
how much I love the Falcon's Talons?
Yes, you did. Last time you played this.
Yeah! Because they're great!
Do you have any other alternate weapons?
I like the big fuck you two-handed sword in this game.
You get most of the ones that are in too, just not all of them are like the Tonfas are in this game, but I don't think you can upgrade them.
Yeah, the Viguran Flail is one of the best nunchuck weapons in a video game. Like, all of the weapons in Ninja Gaiden are so fucking cool.
They're a good time. It's a very good game.
And then they made the third one.
I want to play that still. I
Let's
need to
talk
know.
about the dinosaur again.
Yeah.
Please
No,
tell me you're
let's
gonna-
not.
Can you please play Ninja Gaiden 3 and get to the dinosaur battle? I need people to see this. There are people who don't know that even existed or happened.
Okay, I'll put it this way. If people want to watch me play Ninja Gaiden 3, they should pay me money.
I will pay you $1.
The sub button.
Hit that
go to
sub button.
patreon.com.
And I will be your sub as Wait.
You might want to watch out for that.
Yeah.
How much do you need to finish?
All right. So we're starting at the OnlyFans. For
Uh
Brayden.
where you bonk chocolate on your head.
The specific fetish that would be.
Okay, if we're talking a specific subscriber number, let's say 50 subscribers.
Good.
He said, citing a number that could not be reached easily.
That's what you want. You want a number that actually means success. You don't want a number where it's like achievable, but you would not be happy if that was all you got. That's how you end up playing Unlimited Saga.
Yeah. Or Lunar Dragon Sword at some point.
I'm still down to join you guys on that. If
Okay.
you have me.
Yeah, but I think that the order is
It's Ultima 9.
then Lunar Dragon. Sword.
Yeah.
So if you've got friends that are willing to kick up at least $1, please recommend them to join Off the Deep End. I mean, wait, Deep Wizards.
Ground.com. It's gonna be fun. Game of the Year's this weekend, and
Onlyfans.com/deepwizards.
wasn't it?
Poked him in the butthole.
Death. Just like in Naruto. This is the first year that our Game of the Year show will be streamed, and also it's the first year that our Game of the Year show has its own fucking Game of the Year award badge.
Oh right, you bought art.
You have a Game of the
That's
Year
how
award
art
badge.
works. You either make art or you buy it from someone.
Yes. It's good art. You've seen it.
Yeah,
It is
I
good
forgot
art.
about it. But I didn't. I don't say I forgot about it in a disrespectful way. I totally forgot that was a part of the deal.
Yeah. We haven't had to use it yet, but the font should be pretty close to the font we already use, so I can even change what it says. Has more categories.
Here's an idea, and I just say this. You can say no, or I don't like this idea. You
Okay.
split up that Thirst Trap podcast stream into 2 parts. What
Yeah.
if we split up the Game of the Year podcast?
Because
into
it's going to
2
be
parts?
another 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm not saying that we don't record it all at once, but what if you split the podcast into 2?
I mean, if it was 3 hours, yeah, I would. Totally do that. I would be happy.
I don't know about you. I
The
like
alien
listening
says-
to podcasts. I don't have that much time anymore. Like I've talked about this on almost every channel except their Discord. I don't know if I'm going to continue putting $10 into Nextlander just because I'm not actually listening to any of those $10 podcasts.
That's fair.
I just don't have that many. I don't have as much time to just fucking listen to shit.
I'm not taking a train every day or something.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Not enough
my
trains.
commute is under 20 minutes, so it's
That's
not
true.
even fit for that.
Yeah, that's not enough.
All right, let's get some defensive boof.
You have to imagine if they ever which they should consider rebooting Ninja Gaiden, but
Yeah.
you have to imagine that. I mean, do you reboot Ninja Gaiden or do you just stick with Neo?
I mean, they're doing Wo Long, and then they're doing, was it Rise of the Ronin?
Oh,
You
Chris, I
contract-
can't believe you forgot the reboot that already exists. That
Oh,
is
yeah,
Ninja
Yaiba?
Gaiden.
Yaiba.
Yaiba. I actually played Yaiba.
If the Wheel of Dubious Character Action Games ever comes to fruition,
That's on there.
that's on there.
Hey, what if I told you the final boss battle is against Ryu Hayabusa?
What if
What?
what if I told you that Yaiba seems like a real piece of shit game?
What also if you just fought Jin
What?
Hayabusa and Neo and it's a rad fight?
Yeah. Yeah, remember the part in Neo where you fight a member of the Hayabusa clan as one of the bosses, and it's great?
Oh, Nicholas. Gino, did you disable notifications from our fantasy league? Because I'm thinking about doing that because I fucking kind of hate it.
You can disable it yourself. I can't disable notifications for everyone. Oh, it's another horsey man.
Yeah, except this time he's on fire.
Does that mean your fire magic has no effect on you?
No. It means
You don't-
he's a... That's how you know he's the boss.
I'm the boss. I'm the cake
So-
boss. Hey, we're
You
making a
can't
fucking
arrest
cake.
me, I'm the cake boss.
I'm making a cake and it's 90% fondant and Rice Krispie treats. Therefore, it's completely inedible. I'm the boss. Out of 10, how do you give my New Jersey accent?
Terrible. On a scale out of 1 to 10, I say terrible.
Have you seen Cake Boss?
No.
Oh,
Why would I watch Cake Boss?
because that's what when you
Are,
said
are
you
you
were
going
from
to
New
say
York,
it's your cultural heritage, Chris?
Choose your next words wisely, my friends.
I imagine that your life was like Cake Boss.
Oh, do you? Bada bing, motherfucker.
No, they don't say that.
Oh, I'm saying that to you, son of a gun.
The Gabagool.
Okay, this is a baby game for babies, apparently.
Wait, are you playing on easy mode?
No, apparently this is why people hate Ninja Gaiden Sigma, because I beat this guy on my first try.
What a baby.
What a baby game for babies. Anyway, I love Ninja Gaiden. Like, Ninja Gaiden Black and Devil May Cry 3 both occupy the same space in my heart. And they both also came out in the same year.
Do you think there's anything in making a horror movie called Gabagool? And it's an Italian ghost?
That has to exist.
I would guess, but, you know, if it doesn't, it could.
That would be a Gabagool.
I know! Say that line in the movie?
Oh.
If you made a horror movie about the reanimated corpse of Albert Einstein, you could say, E equals MC scare.
That's a good
That
one.
has to exist. Like,
Why aren't you writing these
Blumhouse
down?
puts out 80 shitty horror movies a year.
Write this down. If Krampus can get made, equals MC scare.
Yeah, but Krampus is good.
I have never seen Krampus.
I've never seen Krampus. I am glad that, like, holiday movies and Christmas movies have now expanded to include ridiculous, different genre pieces, you know?
Yeah, this camera doesn't seem that great.
Yeah, it's fine.
How does this camera compare to the camera in Elden Ring?
I can't move it very well, so I don't know.
Is it keeping the enemies on screen? Looks like when the enemies are off screen, they're largely not attacking.
They in fact are, Gino.
Or they're just missing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, there's some rocket launcher bullshit in too.
Yeah, like, the whole thing Ninja Gaiden 2 is infamous for is guys off screen shooting you with rocket launchers.
Okay. Do you have a target lock?
No. I am the target lock.
Okay.
Alright, come back here.
We're doing violence in here.
This
Yeah.
samurai dude was just chilling in this burning building with his fucking samurai armor, not worrying
Waiting
about
for you.
dehydration or like
Sweating.
the building collapsing in on him.
He's in his armor, sweating, going, real. I was just gonna go on the fucking floor. Fire texture. It's fine. This is an Xbox.
This is an early PS3 game that itself was an update of an Xbox original game.
Yeah, right.
Still looks pretty good. Man, that was
I think Black looks better, honestly, because it's cleaner.
Is that the one where everyone looks very wet and rubbery,
A little bit.
plasticky?
little bit.
I mean, that was a problem with every like mid 2000s realistic, quasi-realistic looking game.
Yeah, that's just
extra
what video games
prominent.
look like.
Which is the best version of this game? Because I
It's
thought
black.
it was supposed to be black.
But I'm playing Sigma because I haven't played it before and it's on Game Pass.
Is Ninja Gaiden Black available? On the
It is
Xbox?
back compat.
Like, if I go buy it yet.
You can go buy it for money, yes. And then it's this guy and he's like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
That lady.
She's the priestess lady. She's Momoji's sister.
Should get out of the fire.
This guy is great because when you finally fight him, he's not incredibly hard, but he's also like, "Listen here, nerd, I'ma fuck you up."
And you don't have any ninja magic.
Oh,
And see, he's supposed to kill you here. I think in Black, I think you literally just, he kills you in a cutscene. But
You
yeah,
win
once
that
you kill
fight?
this guy, he comes back as a ghost and he's even harder.
I mean, isn't he just fire inside of a suit of armor?
Yeah, but he comes back as a ghost, and then
So
there are a
that's
bunch
Soul
of fucking
Calibur?
ghost fish that come to fuck you up.
Oh, I heard about the ghost fish.
What about fish that are ghosts?
Is the shadow dying twice here?
No, but you see, Hayabusa means falcon. Ergo. I also realized they didn't give me the lunar staff.
Is the eagle a metaphor? Is that a metaphor?
It's falcon. Master
falcon.
Ninja. I hope we get masking tape on broken glass. And now he's like, "Hey, look, it's me and my cool DOA leatherwear."
guy's arms are so fucking big.
Yeah. Remember when games were cool?
My
Yeah.
network of ninja have uncovered the
That's how I
mysteries
judge
of
a
the
game's
dark.
coolness.
The samurai
How
bird,
must-
defined
you
the
must
triceps
really
are.
like Gears of War
lord of the greater fiends
Fuck
of the
yeah, I
Bigil
do.
Empire.
and Resident Evil
It
5,
appears
where
as
Chris's
though the
forearms are
Lord
bigger than his
Emperor
head.
seeks the power of the dark dragon blade.
Seems like a wasteful distribution of muscle.
He's got a sword. He wants to use it. He needs to use it.
But yeah, Ryu Hayabusa's... He's here
Yeah,
to
we
do a
gotta go-
murder. He's not here to make
We gotta
friends.
find Doku.
Count Doku.
Doku Literature Club.
Doku Literature Club. Chris, you weren't here when I said I bought Yumi and Her.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah,
The Holy Vigor
fuck.
Empire. A
because...
strange dictatorship veiled in secrecy. Its
Anyway, I'm
extremist
just
foreign
hanging on this
policy
airship.
makes for very
Well,
few ways to
Gino.
enter the country.
What do you think inspired
One of
Doki
the
Doki
only
Literature
remaining
Club?
ways is by
Yeah.
airship to the capital city
Another-
of Tehran.
Another previous fucking visual novel that had a very similar twist like 5 years prior.
Oh.
It's
Yeah. So I think I will play more Sonic Unleashed, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna grind those Sun Medals off stream. What are you telling? You're saying, don't keep playing the game, Justin? Is that what I heard from you?
That's what a quitter would say, Justin.
But Justin, if I don't finish the game, people will judge me.
I'll judge you. Kind of
Zach?
like how I still am judging Gino and saying that he's Brayden's baby.
Why?
I'm confused.
Someone needed to be carried. Cradled, even.
Oh, in what? In the
What you need to understand is, we're going to be on Arcade Pit later this week, Sunday. We will redeem ourselves.
I'm curious. Why are you playing Mega Man games to prep for arcade kids? Like,
Because-
are they gonna have a bunch of Mega Man games, and which ones?
So Smite definitely has like a couple of game types that he likes to pick. And you know, they're games that work for the format, right? So yeah. A lot of Mega Man games.
Do you know which ones?
The ones that run on the NES, SNES, and GBA.
Oh.
Because those are the platforms. I think the Game Boy, original Game Boy, Mega Man games have also made appearances.
Yes. I'm going to be playing Mega Man so that I can...
I'm not going to play Onimusha. I don't like Onimusha.
The thing is, if he
What about the one with Jean Reno? Think about Jean Reno.
Yeah, if that game wasn't $70 complete in box, I'd play it. Because I'm like,
Jean Reno.
fuck, man, Jean Reno?
They put motion capping on
They
that
mocapped a
horse,
horse.
remember?
How can anyone forget?
In a series of commercials.
Yeah, the good shit.
Justin, to your point, this is partially as a goof. Don't anticipate that me playing the Mega Man Legacy Collection will make me good at Mega Man.
Also, you'd be stealing Xandra's bit.
Yes, I would never do that. Soundtrack rips.
Yeah, it sure does.
Booted the game up so that whenever you want to kick it over,
That
it sounded
opening
like you were.
theme for Mega Man 2 is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
next save point, I think I'm gonna...
Whenever people bring up Mega Man, like, I just think you should play Mega Man X.
Consider it.
It's the rest of the X series, maybe not. X1, best Mega Man game.
There's some good X games.
I don't know. The Battle Network
Yeah.
game is pretty good.
Like,
They're a
they're
completely
a
different
thing.
beast. Yeah, they're a completely different beast.
No, they are. And I like that beast way better.
Oh, I wonder why the card pervert likes the card game more.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh?
How many of those did they put out? 6? And
Guess
all
what?
of
If there
them
was a
are
Mega
all-
Man Tactics game, I'd probably be all over that shit.
there are enough Mega Man characters that pull on to do that, and I would definitely be interested.
There's a Mega Man Gotcha.
No.
So, if you want to play a Mega Man Tactics game, there's always Project X, Braden. Mega Man is in that
Don't want
game.
to play Project X Zone.
Well, what if I gifted you a copy of Project X Zone?
Are you going to send a DS video game to my house?
Well, what if I got you Project X Zone 2 for the 3DS?
Are you
I've
going to
sent
send a
Mystic Quest
3DS
to my
game to
house.
my house?
I mean, I've sent a NES game to my home. My home. Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
My
Mystic
favorite,
Quest is-
my favorite backstory is when Kamiya said that he was approached to include Bayonetta in Project X Zone 2, and he says, I refuse only because I want Bayonetta and Dante to meet on their own terms. And that was his only reason for not including Bayonetta in Project X Zone 2.
This Project X Zone.
It's a
It's a
tactics game
crossover RPG thing.
featuring Bandai, Namco, Capcom, and Sega, and Nintendo characters, all in this amalgam universe.
Like, for example, Phoenix Wright is Majima's lawyer.
Cosmos and Fiora from Xenosaga are in that game.
Okay.
it's a good game. So
No, it is
I recall hearing
not.
that X Zone was not great.
No,
But
because it's a
what if I told you-
clusterfuck.
Relkin, what if I told you Zephyr and Zashron from Resonance of Fate are in Project X Zone 2?
You would say, okay.
He would say okay. What if I told you that June from Star Gladiator is in fucking Project X Zone 2?
I don't know what that is.
Sagata
What is,
Sanshiro is in Project X Zone 2.
That is true.
Okay, now that's good.
What is the combat like in this thing? Is it a Final Fantasy Tactics style tactics
No,
it
it's
is
a-
a tactics, it is a tactics
Yeah.
role-playing game.
But
It is the
also,
most
it's
bland.
So it's like more of a Fire Emblem thing, or more of a Final Fantasy Tactics thing.
you know, if you want the middle ground between those two things, there's Triangle Strategy, a game I should
Yeah, it's
probably
more.
play more
I would say
of.
it's like a middle ground, like Final Strategy, but also.
So
not
it's
great.
grids. It's grids, not hexes.
It's. You know what? No, a good comparison in terms of what is
Hey,
Project
Bo.
X Zone is to say that it's more like Disgaea,
So it's a puzzle game.
but
As
not
the conversation
puzzle.
went.
Like the look of Disgaea, like that weird assy hand-drawn pixely shit, in like bad 3D renders of worlds.
So
Okay.
you're saying that it's a game that's very disrespectful of your time?
Oh, it is
Boom,
very
roasted.
disrespectful of your time. Project X Zone is like super fucking long and bad.
All right. I'm gonna save here. Gina, if you want to start up, you can.
Okay.
Do you want us all to leave so is that you can play this game in silence? Yeah, like Project X Zone is 50 hours.
Chill. Fight Club's best with friends. Spite is best with shares.
You guys joke. I am now looking up like ROM hacks of or ROM rips of Project X Zone 1. This is how
Which
bad
do
my
that.
Mega Man game. Which Mega Man game are you playing? I know it's the original.
Starting with
series.
one.
Ah,
The wonky one.
Mega Man.
the one where they have
Rockman.
that's
Perhaps
Perhaps
right.
you've heard of him.
Project X Zone has those dot hack characters.
What?
Oh yeah,
Spite
it's
and Black Rose.
it's everyone.
Yeah, Black Rose is a playable character.
Thanks everyone for
in Project
watching.
X Zone.
Eat your vegetables.
Play Project X Zone, but don't.
No. All right, I'm gonna go
I
get
have
food.
too many
I'll be
tactics
back.
games to play.
Share your food. Hello, folks.